Man, Joe-san got nothing on me.
Ready to run?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 2, episode 2. Hanzo Hattori's back at it again at the Battle of Jesus, this one's a tough one. Mikatagahara.
That you.
Like a tongue twister and a half. Anyway, this is probably one of the fastest battles I did. I hopefully, is this how I'm supposed to do it? I ended it with killing Shingen, and Shingen dying ended the whole stage. It was like 6.5 minutes for me to do this stage, so it caught me off guard. I do remember this stage though. I remember playing Yukimura's Musou mode, his story mode, and having that cutscene at some point during it, and I was like, that's crazy. And I don't even think that happens in like history. That's not like a real thing. So seeing that when I first saw it, I was like, that was crazy. Hanzo's a badass character. Anyway, the battle happens because Shingen's trying to get to the capital, is what the thing said. I'm reading it. I'm really trying to understand like what's happening, at least the story that they're trying to tell us, because you know how the early games be a little hypothetical sometimes. I don't know if I should take everything that I'm learning here as the truth, and as I do my own research I will learn more and more about it. But yeah, so we jump into the stage here, and I kind of just wait around in the beginning. We have a nice little beginning cutscene here with Shingen and Ieyasu, with Hanzo. You know, we got this nice like opening sequence here. Ieyasu has a weird animation for pulling back on his horse. Hanzo shows up all badass and everything, and it's kind of Shingen's moment here. Shingen and Yukimura. So again, at the beginning, I was just kind of like waiting around. I thought at some point I knew I had to go around to kill Shingen, but I did not know it was going to end the stage for me. So at first, I just follow whatever the battle objectives were. So at first, we had to kill somebody on the front line, Nobushige Oyamada. My goodness, if I butcher these, I am sorry. I mean that's the learning curve when it comes to Warriors games, right? Butchering names. I mean, we love Sun Quan and Cao Cao.
I'll show you the strength of the Sun family.
Anyway, so I go to fight this dude. I kill him on the front line first, as per the objective. And then they're talking about the formation that Ieyasu has his men in, and then we had to keep it alive for a little bit. So that was pretty fine, you know. I was having fun with it. I really wanted to take my time with these missions and the lore and what's happening, the cutscenes, and what can I trigger and stuff like that. So they're attacking in this formation, and then, you know, I'm killing people. It's going fine, and I guess when one of the officers dies, because apparently all the morale of Shingen's army is just like out the wazoo, we can't stop it, right? So I feel like I'm doing well until someone ends up getting killed, and then when they kill, that's apparently enough for the formation to crumble. Which makes sense, you know, if you got a formation and one of the pieces is gone, obviously that formation would crumble from wherever that weakness is. So that happens, and then, you know, we get a new mission with Ieyasu and Tadakatsu. I believe both of them are pushing up towards the top left of the map in order to escape. And I was like, okay, so that's the next thing. You know, I'll wait for them to come up towards me so I can help protect them, you know, because I was wanting to escort Ieyasu together with the rear guard. You know, that was the next mission. Great, sounds cool. Then at some point, I think there was a traitor. Yeah, because Hanzo says only death awaits a traitor. So I think they were part of our roster, and then they left to meet up with Nobunaga Oda. So I went to go kill them because that was one of the objectives as well. Maybe I should have waited. You know, maybe I went a little too fast here. But I went to go attack them, and then I got told to surprise attack the enemy from behind. And I don't know how much time I had. So once I saw that, I abandoned fighting them because, one, they were going towards the area they told me not to go. So they said not to approach the main camp from the front, or else, well, it wouldn't be a sneak attack. They'd see you coming. So I went around and went the longer way. And I remember doing this with Hanzo, I believe, because I'm pretty sure I played all the character stories to get used to them, or at least the main ones. So I remember playing either Hanzo's or Kunoichi's or Yukimura, and I just remember this part. And at first, I went after the people who were retreating, and I thought that this was going to be an opportunity to catch them off guard and keep them from retreating. But then Kunoichi says Yukimura needs to return to the base, which means, in my head, if he makes it there first, then that means I won't be able to sneak attack Shingen. And I know I need to sneak attack him to kill him, because I still remember how that happened. So I am racing to beat Yukimura back to the base. I'm getting a little nervous here because I'm like, oh, if he does, then I won't be able to get like the cutscene, or I won't be able to get the objective done. And then, you know, I get up to the point, I jump on the path, I jump down, and I get the cutscene that I fondly remember when I first played this game. I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, so Hanzo kills Shingen in the cutscene, and he ends up going down, and then it tells me to eliminate Shingen, and I'm like, okay, it's a side mission, you know, it's part of the thing. Oh, I guess it is the main objective. He is the main commander. But, well, you know, he already died in the cutscene. You know, so I thought he was already just gonna be like gone, but I had to fight him. He was pretty tough. I was a little nervous at first. I was getting caught in a corner and stuff, and we were fighting and all that. Yukimura comes in a little later to try and help him. But then I kill Shingen and everything just stops, which indicates that the map is over. So I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if I killed the the traitors first, go back to help Ieyasu and let them escort, would it be different? Maybe if if a different character will have different cutscenes and stuff like that for this map, I'm not sure. I just know I got to the end and I was like, that felt a little underwhelming, right? A little underwhelming. So that was the end of that battle there. Easy, pretty straightforward. In terms of the Musou meter here, for power, I felt relatively the same. I had the level 6 or the 6-hit combo for Hanzo on this one. His C3 has the ending piece to it. His C4 still feels the same. I don't know if he has a C5 in this one. I don't know if I can check that or not, but he didn't really have a C5. His normal strings go up to 6 now. He felt relatively he felt a little bit stronger, but nothing too crazy. His Musou's still like not the best to aim and everything. So I would still give him like a 3.5. He still felt like a 3.5 to me. I wouldn't go any higher than that. In terms of strategy, now I think for this one, for this map, I could have done it a little differently. So I'm gonna give it a 4 because I think the tacticalness could have changed depending on what you select. Like, I don't even know if you can do all the objectives on this one because you have the escort mission, you have the death to the traitors, and then you have to surprise attack Shingen. So I'll try it again at some point, but if I kill the traitors and then escort to Ieyasu, isn't that a win? Like, wouldn't that be a victory? Unless the map continues and we can still somehow sneak attack Shingen. He just doesn't know that Ieyasu's not there no more. I would have to play around with that, but I'll give it a 4 because I feel like you have to really pick what you want to do, at least from Hanzo's perspective. Moving into drama, I would give it like a 3. Definitely nowhere near the last battle. Small little cutscene, and then they have the death scene to Shingen. Just something that I remembered, and it's just he slices him. He says his like last few words, which technically isn't true because you still have to fight him anyway. And then he has like a little moment with Kunoichi. It was a small one, nothing too crazy. I think she has one for her, if I remember correctly. So that one was cool, if I remember. Unless I'm thinking of a different game. Anyway, in terms of this one, Hanzo 3 for drama. He had some moments, I guess. Wasn't anything too crazy. And his personality for this one, I would give it like a 2 stars. He wasn't really involved in this one that much. It was kind of like, he had his moment in the beginning, but he didn't say anything. And he had his moment of killing Shingen, but that was pretty much it. Well, this battle wasn't really about Hanzo. It was more about Shingen and his thing and what he's doing. So I give it like a 2 on his personality. Not really developing anything here. He's still Hanzo from stage 1. So that's my Musou meter for him for the Battle of Mikatagahara. I'm like way on over here trying to read.
I want fight.
Anyway, that's all I have here for the second stage of Hanzo's tale. We're on to what are we on to next? We are on to the Crossing Iga. So I'll figure out what that is in the next episode here. Hope you guys are enjoying this little mini series thing. We're going to go through all the characters, all the stages. Let's learn about Samurai Warriors, at least for me, so I can start doing some cool stuff with it. And that's all I have here, guys. Hope you all enjoy it. Let me know down below what you guys think. If I miss anything, all that good stuff. Any of you experts that know this stuff more than I do, definitely would love to learn. And with that being said, I will see y'all in the next one.